Hey guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. So we got 21, Manifestation Day. These are your daily tarot cards from AE Wait Tarot Cards. So we have three of our cards talking about like new beginnings, talking about rebirth, with Judgment, with the Empress, and the Fool, talking about this new beginning. We had these yesterday. We definitely have interjection of new energy into an old situation. So I feel like, what the environment is outside. So it's like, maybe some of you are getting on each other's nerves, and it's like, maybe taking that time apart, like a guy's weekend, a girl's weekend, and then, having that time to miss each other. But it's like there's determination there to continue to make this work. But I don't think it's any problem necessarily with the household. I just feel like everybody's on top of each other. I feel like, I definitely feel like they're saying we're starting to move forward. They're saying in this new beginning, make sure you're the one taking the reins with the Chariot. They have this duality with the two sphinxes at the bottom. Usually sometimes that means there's someone else in the relationship, but they do talk about the waning crescent to the crescent moon. So we're definitely going through a cycle here again. So they're highlighting this cycle again. We're heading to the full moon on the 28th. So the waning crescent should be May 4th. I don't have my calendar in front of me. Forgive me, to May 14th. So it's just talking about this the waning crescent until the crescent moon. So, this highlighting this cycle, making sure you're in charge of this situation. So our first card is the Day of Judgment. I feel like our karma, I definitely feel like using our head over our heart here, because it is an emotional situation with the water. And I feel like this is talking about our clairvoyance and our clairaudience again. I feel like, we saw 3 crows one day. This morning, I saw 2 crows, and I'm like, clarify the message. For me, just a tip, obviously whatever works for you. I'm just, I always like to share information. But with myself, I find when I go to bed earlier, when I'm able to, that I get more channel messages and during that time, because they see I'm awake already, and they're just like, by the way, and it's just like I make sure that I have my notepad ready to take those messages down. I write the date, so it's like I could go back, okay, this is what they were trying to tell me. So it's like learning to, what these cues are trying to teach me. This is why they're sending me these messages. So with Day Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, absolution. I feel like some of us, have cleaned ourselves. Like they were telling us to let go of something from the past. They kept telling us with the Devil card that definitely there was this release here. And it's like, in this situation with Judgment, it's like washing ourselves clean of the situation, whatever this was that was holding us back. And I feel like, the tarot is like, now take control of it. You're washing your hands of it. This is a new beginning for you. Rule it with your heart and take the reins in the situation. When the Day of Judgment appears in your day, know that you have followed the course of faith well, and your words are about to come in. This is a major arcana card of rebirth. All of our cards are major arcanas. And an interjection of new energy into an old situation. With Judgment before you, you receive not only clarity, but the answers to your journey thus far, relating to the lessons and blessings. When this tarot card appears, your Day of Judgment is upon you. It may not happen overnight. Continue your exercise of patience. So patience with Judgment, patience with the Empress, patience with the Chariot. Very much like don't rush through things. The Buddhist tells us don't live in the past, because this is where our anxiety comes from. Fear, worry, doubt, anxiety. Living in the past, we can't change it. Worrying about the future, it hasn't unfolded yet. I had to catch myself tonight. I was like, you started to give myself anxiety out of nowhere. It just came up, and I'm just like, no. Just like the Buddha said, ground yourself. You know what? I'm going to live in this moment and be happy in this moment. Be thankful in this moment. You got to catch yourself. It's always, especially if you have dealt with anxiety for the longest time and never were given the tools how to deal with it. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It's a constant cycle of teaching yourself, I have to sit there and catch myself when when my ego tries to take over. Your ego will always be the one telling you the negative, and your soul will always be telling you the positive. So with the Fool, beginnings, innocent, spontaneity, a free spirit. As we start this new journey, just be, you know what? I don't know what this future holds, but I'm going to be happy. I feel like a lot of us, we're sitting there and it's like, spring is here. We're getting the garden beds ready. We're sitting there, we're taking our furniture out, we're setting up, because we're getting excited, you know? And that's what the Fool is all about, is getting excited. We don't know what the spring and summer are going to look like, you know, but we look forward to the seasons where we can be outside and with nature and the sun and feel the warmth on our bodies and, you know, watch our flowers grow and our kids grow and, you know, just enjoy this time. When the Fool arrives in your reading, know that you are on the precipice of a new beginning or a new experience. And this experience you will throw back all that has been holding you back thus far. Very much the Devil card. You know, we keep getting that thing. What are we chaining ourselves to? Well, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, obviously the world has gone through this significant loss. For some of you, this is waking out of your widow fog and ready to see what the future has in store for you. No one can tell you what the start and the beginning and the end of a grief journey. You just do what you feel is best for you. Everybody is different. This could be fear, worry, or doubt. This major arcana card says go out on the journey. That's what life is about. Whatever your new beginning is, the Fool wants you to embrace it the same way a child embraces the first day of school. Don't let the past dictate the future. Sit there and, you know, do what you feel is right. And, you know, if certain things happen, adjust. That's all we can do. Like, you know, recalibrate, as they would say. Sit there and readjust yourself. So we have the beautiful Empress, you know, rules by love. Very much the Queen of Cups. She makes sure everybody in the room are doing everybody in the room is taken care of. Very much like, you know, the mother figure, the nurturer in the group. And is your cup full? Is your plate full? Are you comfortable? You know, making sure everyone is happy before they even sit down to eat. And even if they're sitting down to eat and their food is getting cold, they notice that someone's drink is getting emptied. Would you like a refill? You know what I mean? Like, very caring, very nurturing. They'll stay up with you all night and talk to you, like, until you feel better. Anything. They got you. That's your ride or die. So femininity, beauty, nature, nurturing, abundance. You know, and I feel like you go out in your life, you know, ruling with love. You know, I'm the same way. I love when Whoopi said that. Everybody is my friend until you give me a reason not to be. Whoopi Goldberg. You know, I love that line. And I'm like, that's so true. That's how I rule. Everyone is my friend until you give me a reason not to be. When the Empress appears in your reading, you can rest assured that all is in a good place in your world. So it's just like, get out of your head. Take it, you know, like with the Fool. Take away the fear, the anxiety, the doubt. You know what I mean? Just sit there and embrace it. That's exactly how you created it. The tarot card could be literal and be pointing to information about your own mother, about yourself as a mother, about a mother figure in your world or situation. So some of you are about to give birth or just found out you're pregnant. And it's just like, you know, this, you know, like what they were talking about with the Judgment, this, you know, pushing this new energy into an old situation. You already are a mom, and now this new exciting light has come in. You know what I mean? This is something with the Fool, something to look forward to. The Empress is a powerful and very self-assured. She questions none of her decisions she makes in the same way a mother raises her young. Does not question herself. This is a good omen for success in all areas of your life. So with the Day of Judgment, I feel like the Day of Judgment, we're washing our hands clean, you know, of fear, of worry, of doubt, of anxiety, you know, it's just of depression. We're washing our hands of it. We're sitting there listening to our head. Release, listen to the Fool. You know, we have nothing to worry about. Why are we trying to make things worse? Why are we a saboteur? Sit there and be like, you know what, I'm grateful. You know, a lot is going on, and I have a lot to be grateful at this moment. And just live in this moment. We don't know what the future holds, so why sit there and try to plan it when it hasn't even happened yet? Live in the moment. If it feels like things are too good to be true, that's because they are very good at this moment. And don't question it. You have worked hard to reach this place and deserve every second of it. So very much don't sabotage this moment. Don't sit there and be like, oh my gosh, wait for the other shoe to drop. Just enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? Because, you know, when we're going through it, it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait until I'm out of this. So when we're in a good moment, why do we sit there and try to sabotage it? Just enjoy the moment. So with our last card, with the Chariot, control, willpower, success, action, determination. And this is where I feel like, you know, with the home in the background, I feel like this is like, you know, a couple that has been going through it, and I feel like it's just because everybody's on top of each other. Everything that's going on in the world, it's just like, oh my gosh, can we just hit pause for a moment? So I feel like, you know, a girl's weekend or a guy's weekend or a they weekend, whatever it is, you know, just time away from each other will do you a world of good. I feel like it'll give you that appreciation for each other. It will bring in new energy into an old situation. So it's just like the determination is there. The love is there. It's just, I feel like the weight of everything just on your shoulders. And I feel like it's like there's nowhere where we can, you know, you're here, you're there. I feel like with the springtime and able to open up the house more and have bonfires and cleaning up and stuff like that, I feel like you're able to, like, you know, distance yourself more. When the Chariot arrives today, be assured that you're the ones taking the reins and control in order to of the outcome of the situation. So we were saying yesterday how someone is trying to influence your house. They don't pay your bills. They don't contribute to the house. They should not be sitting there and it's like, okay, I will hear your opinion, but understand that this is my household and I will rule my household the way that I want. You know, unless you're obviously doing something to hurt someone, then okay, you know. But, you know what I mean? Like, nobody should be saying anything about anyone, how they raise their kids or anything. The Chariot also signifies a Cancer in your life or a Cancer about to make an appearance in your life. This zodiac sign Cancer is a hard worker and attains success through emotional intelligence and sustained effort. Excuse me. But it won't be easy. It won't come quickly. This could mean that a new skill that you take on, some upgrading in education, or taking a lead on a project. So, you know, like with myself as a healer, it's like when they talk about education, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go back to school. But when they talk about education, it's like, you know, sitting there because something has piqued your interest and you do the research and you start putting your determination and your energy into it. So for me, it's the ancient Chinese oracle. So I'm sitting there putting all my energy into that right now. There's like a bunch of different things all at once, you know, that I'm learning. 3 things. Was it 5 or 3? I don't know. But it's just trying to sit there and give everything my attention so that way I can be better. It's important to remember that you only take on what you can complete. Otherwise, victory will be lost. Know also that this tarot card is about effort that it takes to reach success. So you're going to have to put in the blood, sweat, and tears. You're going to have to put in the determination. Nothing grows unless you sit there and water it. This is not victory that comes knocking on your door because he's in the sitting position. He don't mind. He'll take his time. So you're going to have to work for it. You will need to put in some time in it, and there could be some bumps along the way, but don't let the bumps deter you. This is, you know, because it's new, it's like you learned. Like just with myself, there's certain things, it's like, as I'm going forward, I'm still learning. And it's just like, I know the more I do it, the more, like I said, the more effort I put into it, the better I'm going to get. But this will, but with this effort and determination of the Chariot, victory is almost definitely assured. Anything that if you notice that, if you want something, you put your heart, soul into it, you get it. And it's like, why is that? Because you took the time to sit there and put your determination into it. And that's the only way it's going to happen. That's the only way you're going to be able to grasp it. Showing the universe you really want it. Just like when we want change. You have to sit there without a shadow of a doubt. Universe, this is exactly what I want. No doubting though. You have doubt, they're not going to let it happen. Without a doubt, unequivocally, I don't know what's going to happen. There probably will be some bumps, but I'm sure I will appreciate when what I'm asking for happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. Again, a manifestation day. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.